What's up, guys, and welcome back to the channel. This week's been kind of crazy with Tropical Storm Nicole, but that's over and things are back to normal. We had some long-awaited parts come in the mail, which I am really excited to share with you guys. And we also picked up a parts car, so that is something that we've been looking for quite a while, and I'm ready to dig into that thing. So let's get started on showing you what we got. Alright guys, it is a rainy day today and nobody's calling for dumpsters, and we found a donor car. So I'm going to get this trailer disconnected, go pick up the car hauler, and then I'll catch back up when we're on the road. Alright guys, we just got home. As you can see, we brought back the donor car. We're going to dig more into this after we get it unloaded, but it's dark out right now, so we're going to do that in the next day. We'll see you then. And here she is in all of her rusty glory. I never thought I would be so happy to find something like this and pay for a half of a car, but I am. We are super excited. It has a lot of the pieces that we're going to be able to use for metal, and there's going to be a lot on this car that I can sell. It's very, very rusty, so there's not much that we're going to be able to use. Like say we wanted to restore the car, that would be completely out of the question. It is pretty much unsalvageable at this point, but it just so happens that this one has the parts that we need are not rusted, and then the parts that we don't need, everything else on this car is pretty much just toast. So that's pretty much it for the car. We're gonna be taking quite a few things off of it to put onto the coupe, but obviously not everything. It's not really gonna work. It came with this cool strut tower bar for an SN95, so I'll sell that to somebody, I'm sure, probably get a couple bucks, and you know, those things will help fund more parts for the other project, for the Project Fox. The tailpipes on it, they look decent from here. I may end up using those, I'm not sure, but I think they're just bent tailpipes from a exhaust shop. I'll check those out. Like I said, we may use them temporarily and then get something later. I'm not 100% sure. It does have Flowmasters already on it. Again, I'm not sure what we're going to do with that. It's really a shame that this car is, been torn apart like it is and rusted the way that it is. Even the doors, check this out, guys. Even the doors have absolutely zero play, and they shut and open nicer than the ones on our car. So anyway, that's about it. That's what we're working with for a donor. I think it'll do just fine. We also got something that we've been waiting for so long. Scott Rod! I can't believe it, they are here. I went ahead and fit this one already. I shaved in a little bit on this side and in here to get it to be flush mounted so that I could show you guys. This is pretty much how they come. They fit really good for the most part, but there's definitely trimming required. So don't think you're going to buy these and just put it right in. We did end up getting the one for the firewall, but I'm really not too happy with that, and I'm going to show you guys why. So this is the one they sent me, and I'm going to put a picture of the one that I ordered, or at least what they have pictured on their website. But this one does not have the piece that goes around the rest of the way here. So I really don't want to tack weld this and then have to feather out. I mean, I don't know. I'll contact them and I'll see if this is just their new design, if they're even offering the other one. And we may end up just sticking with this. I am going to trim it down and so that we can expose the weather seal for the weather stripping here, because I am going to be replacing that. But that's it so far. Like I said, we got this one fit in. Oop, I don't want to knock that over. We got this one fit in. That one is not fitted in yet. I'm going to be working on that. And then tomorrow when Scott Rod is open, we'll call about this one and find out from them what the deal is. It's not a bad part. It's made really nice. It's straight, it's not bent. It came packaged very well. It's just not what I expected. So I'm going to call them and find out if that was just an error, if this is what they're doing. I don't know. Some of you probably have already ordered these, and maybe they did change the design. But from what they have pictured, I was expecting it to be more full and go around this bucket for the hinge like it does over on that side over there, just like that, just like that. So let's see what else. Ooh, when we picked up the parts car, the guy that I picked it up from had a console. So we haven't talked much about this, but I don't have an e-brake for the car, and I don't have the bracket back there to screw in the hardware for the console. And I do want a console. We'll probably end up doing something with the cup holders in here, and then we'll dye everything when we're ready to put it in. But this is a red piece. It'll be dyed black. That's not a problem, because if you look back on my previous video, we have to pretty soon here re-dye the dashboard. And so I think the only things that are going to be dyed on this car will be the center console, the dashboard, and the rear quarter panels. Everything else is going to be either brand new or a factory black piece, and I'm not real worried about the dyeing process. I've done it before, and I've scratch tested it and tried to mar it up with, you know, screwdrivers and whatnot, and it held up really well. So I'm not worried about that. If you do it right, the finish looks perfect. So as you can see, we're still chipping away at the floor in here. Oh, I don't know if you guys noticed or not, we have a brand new windshield. Yes, we do. They came on, well, they came yesterday, Saturday, and installed that for me. I actually ended up getting this installed with the labor and the cost of the glass, and they came here to the house just a little bit cheaper than it would have been for me to purchase the glass myself. So I wasn't even worried about trying to install that myself, since it came out cheaper for somebody who does it, you know, 10 times a day, 7 days a week, and it'll be perfect. So I'd rather have somebody experienced with that, since it is a structural part of the car. And yeah, it is what it is. We got the doors off the car, and we started cleaning up some of this area over here where the hinges go. These look good. That's just surface rust. And then these are the brackets. I'm going to throw these. These are the brackets. I'm going to throw these in the parts blaster and then recoat those before we put the doors back on. I have a lead on another set of doors if I want them, but one of them is bad. But mainly the driver's side door, because ours has been wrecked. It bows out at the bottom, and where the what do you call it, the seal for the window channel is rotted on the body, and where you rivet it on, there's nothing there to rivet to. So he's actually going to give me the driver's side door, which is what we need, and our passenger side door is fine. So I'm probably going to end up regretfully keeping the power windows. It is what it is. I've been trying, searching, you know, everywhere that I can for manual doors, but it hasn't been, it just, it hasn't been successful. So that's the plan on the doors. We need to get all that cleaned up anyway, so I took those off, and we'll end up installing either new hinges or pins on the doors, and probably just getting new motors for those. The wiring harnesses are fine on the doors, and then we'll just get new door lock actuators. So as far as the inside goes, ultimately, we're, just because of supply and demand, we'll end up keeping the power mirrors, windows, and doors. So that's the plan for that. This right here is what I was talking about with the channel, the weather seal for the run channel. If I were to put it on, I would only have 2 spots to rivet it to, and then aside from that, if you look down here, it's kind of hard to tell, but the door has been somewhere in the middle. It was hit with something, or there was something stuck in the car, and the car door was shut on it, and it ended up bowing it right here at the bottom. And you could actually, there was a gap, you could stick your finger behind the door when you had the door completely closed on the car. So rather than doing all that body work and trying to figure out something to repair this, we'll just get a new door. Alright, so there wasn't a whole lot of work done on the car in this video, but it is what it is. We had a crazy week, and it just happened to be that way. But we did get a lot done. We got the tarp back up. We kept the Mustang safe from the storm. The Scott rod panels came in. We got the windshield installed. We got the doors taken off, and we got a donor car, which is very important. We've been waiting on that. That's kind of the key to getting the rest of the body work done, that and getting the other door. So like I said, it is what it is. That's what happens sometimes. I wasn't able to get out here and do any work on the car, except for what you've seen, but we did have, it was kind of fortunate because with the storm, I run dumpsters for a living, and it was slower than normal because of the rain. Nobody wants to load up a dumpster or needs one in the rain, so I had free time to go get the car. So it was kind of a blessing, and it just happens to that when it's raining we can't really work on the car when it's storming, but we were able to go pick up another one as the donor for the project. So I think that's going to wrap this one up right here, guys. I hope y'all enjoyed. We pretty much have what we need now for the next one. So as always, thank you for watching, and hope to see you guys in the next one. Peace.